Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, this is going to be your you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading. The roles could be reversed. Flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, these are timeless. I just trust that when you find this, that's when you were meant to hear it. So, Pisces, first two cards out, you have the square here in the second house. All right, so Taurus energy showing up for some of you, but this is talking about challenges, tensions, stalls, frustrations. Those are things you could have been facing in this connection or with this person, but it's also somehow tied to assets, finances, your sense of security, your material world. So I don't know if there's some of that going on in your life right now, Pisces, or with the person you're connected with, or the both of you if you're connected in that way. So let's go further and see what this is about for my Pisces. Crowning energy for my Pisces. Oh goodness gracious. Here, I'm going to take this one. We'll make note of these. I only wanted one card. All right, so you have the Nine of Swords, which is talking about stress. So I don't know what you've been stressing about, Pisces. It feels like to me that there's a little bit of a scattered energy here. You may have felt scattered brain recently, just having trouble collecting your thoughts, finding yourself going to like the worrisome or the problem of something, especially when it comes to, like I said, the second house of assets, but it could also be in relation to the connection or both, right? Because even though we think relationships are separate from our goals and our finances, it's all intertwined, right? It's all energy. So this person has the King of Pentacles. So this is talking about being stable, grounded, generous, being focused and driven. So here you are over here, Pisces, in the Nine of Swords, carrying some sort of stress on your back, or I literally heard between the shoulders. This person's over here kind of cool as a cucumber, so you don't seem to be quite on the same page. But let's go further. We're going to look at what led up to the now, how you both perceive each other, and how you genuinely feel underneath it all. So Pisces, recent past energy for my Pisces. You have the Moon, which is your card. I have a song stuck in my head. He says, so come and see me, give me a time. Come and see me, give me your time. I have no idea who that is or what song that is. If you know it, please put it in the comments. So you have the Wheel and the Five of Cups. So Pisces, on an emotional level, there could have been some things going on that you were keeping hidden, but I actually feel like it's this person. Okay, so let me just tell you the first thing I heard. Disturbing. There's something disturbing about the connection, or maybe that was going on in your life, or I definitely got that word. So I feel like, this is a bit overwhelming. Hold on a second. If you're a Pisces dealing with a masculine, there was disturbing things going on, okay, that may have been hidden, all right, or suppressed. And I'm hearing thought patterns. So I don't know if like the person you were connecting with was struggling with their own mind or some sort of mental illness here, or it could just be as slight as, you know, a little bit of depression. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I have a new puppy, and he was like tearing up something and I could hear it. So I had to stop and see what was going on. But anyways, yeah, there might have been a little bit of that going on for those of you dealing with the masculine. Now, if you are a Pisces masculine, this showing up as you being the one going through some sort of emotional or mental struggle here. Okay, so again, flip it as you need to, but there's some sort of divine intervention around that, some karmic lesson around that. So let's see this person's recent past. Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands. And the Five of Wands. So Pisces, I was literally getting the song Walking on Sunshine as the cards came out for this person. So what a vast difference from what I felt on your end versus what I'm feeling on their end. So I feel like this person, it's not that they don't have a struggle or weren't struggling in the past. It's that they made the best of it, or that they were attempting to make the best of it. I'm sorry, my puppy is going crazy. No. Sorry about that. I don't want him chewing on something that may electrocute him. So, yeah, I feel like this person was trying to make the best of whatever struggle that they were going through, and maybe even trying to show face, right? Like, I've got this, look at me, I'm grounded. It almost feels like this person may even invite a little bit of like a competitive nature into their life or into their energy, like always pushing themselves to the next level or wanting to be the one that comes out on top. I'm getting a very motivated energy, but I'm also getting ego, which we all have an ego, right? Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it's almost like struggle empowers this person, or it motivates them. It gives them drive to learn something new, to try harder, right? Or at least that's what it's intended to do, okay? So let's go into how you see each other. The Ace of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Let's see, how does Pisces see this person? The Hermit. And the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like Pisces, what's showing up here is kind of holding on to a commitment and doing some soul searching around that and working on, you know, things that are important to you in the meantime. For instance, things you need to get done when it comes to your material world, your assets, your home. It's like pushing past whatever this challenging energy is and trying to stay dedicated to that. Some of you have been sorry, I was getting some wording like holding out for the light. It's almost like you're holding on to your ideal commitment here, Pisces, because you didn't come here to settle, and you know that intrinsically and intuitively. You know that. We all know that, and we all know when we're settling because we're unsatisfied, because we know that we came here to be, do, and have whatever we want. That's our blessing as human beings, right? So it's almost like you're willing to put the time, work, and energy into something if you feel it's of equal to you, right? And kind of holding out for that perfect commitment or perfect timing. So let's see what this person's energy is. Or if you feel like you already have someone who's worth committing your time to, being willing to work on that and holding on to that as opposed to letting it go. I hope this is making sense. I'm getting a lot of weird energy off this reading. It's a bit disturbing. Or distracting, I should say that. It's almost like someone feels to me a little bit unsure of themselves at times. So, let's see. The Fool, the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups. So Pisces, when it comes to this person, again, I feel like they're in the space of wanting to have fun, wanting to be in their light, their more playful energy, to be surrounded by friends, to be surrounded by people who support them. I feel like you are in completely different vibes, okay? So you're kind of stuck a little bit in the struggle, or at least you have been in the past. It may or may not have been because of this person, but yet you know, right, that there's something here worth working on, okay? Now, this person is like trying to see the silver lining, or like the bright side of things, you know? They're more focused on like having fun, maybe going out, hanging with friends, you know, wanting some sort of new adventure in their life. And I'm not saying that you don't want that, but some of you are just in a completely different space, or maybe you don't want it with this person. I don't know, you know, it's your story, but I just feel a complete opposite energy. Let's go into the emotional space, and it feels kind of confusing to me, you know, as to like why it's so vastly different, because you're over here. Oh, I can't say that song. I had a song pop into my head. If you don't give a damn, then I don't give a... You can fill in the blank. What the heck is this? The World. So Page of Swords, King of Swords, the World. So, Pisces, a lot of skepticism showing up, a lot of no nonsense. I feel like you're not going to take any shit during this time frame. And yet there's like these satisfying things coming in. But it's not consistent. So this reading is throwing me through a loop, and it's actually kind of reminding me of the Cancerian reading that I did. If you're dealing with a Cancer, you have Cancer in your chart, particularly Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Check that reading out. But it's like, what the hell? Excuse my language. Like kind of being skeptical about someone's happiness, you know, like I feel like if this person is coming off like sunshine and rainbows and you're not in that space, it's almost like, you know, feeling some kind of way about that, like why are you so happy, you know, or not believing it, not feeling like they're being authentic. Especially if you're dealing with a masculine. Let me put it to you this way, Pisces. If you're a feminine, I don't care if you're a feminine or masculine. If the person you're dealing with is a masculine, then they've had some issues in the past, I feel, with their mental well-being, right? And I feel that you almost don't trust what they show you sometimes, because you kind of know what lies underneath that. And yet, I feel like you're trying to make space for yourself to feel good anyways, to kind of go about your life anyways, not to give it your full attention. If you are a masculine Pisces, I feel like you're probably resonating more with, as I just said, as being the person who has mental or emotionally struggled in the past, but there's a karmic lesson around that. There's something to be gained through that, is what I should say. And yet there's this part of you that's kind of brash, you know, a little harsh. Maybe not always happy for other people when you're not feeling happy. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm miserable, we're all gonna be miserable. Like that type of energy. This is the weirdest reading. I hope this is making sense. Let me go into this person's emotional state. I don't mean to be bouncing around like that, but it's really interesting to me. I don't usually, because I have mostly feminine viewers, I don't usually get a lot of masculine energy in here, but I did for this reading. Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the Strength card, and Justice. So yeah, oh my goodness. So I feel like this person has success on their mind, their money, their careers, their goals, finding their stability, creating more stability, being stronger, finding balance in their life. So it's so interesting to me to see the contrast here between, again, your energy and where they're at. I feel like this person is looking for the bright side, the solutions, or their focus is completely right now on building themselves up, right? Where, and I don't know why that's upsetting to you, but it does seem like it is. Maybe because you're going through your own challenges, and I don't know. Let's go further. So you have the Lovers, the Two of Swords, the Tower, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, remember I said earlier, I feel a little bit of like uncertainty, and I was hesitant to say which side it's coming from, but I feel it's coming from your end, right? It's like, regardless of how connected you feel to this person, there is still like this withholding, this skepticism, this brashness here, okay? Some of you feel like because this person disturbed your happiness, that it pisses you off to like see them being happy. I know that's a weird message, right? We can all go there. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, that's kind of what it feels like to me. Like, okay, well, you don't deserve to be happy. Like, you couldn't be happy for me. Why would I be happy for you, type of thing. And Pisces, if this isn't you, then flip it. It could be how that person feels about you, but just totally different energies here. It's kind of mind-blowing to me. So I feel like there's a Tower moment coming in where this is going to change, though. There's something abrupt coming through that helps to open up the situation, but may also push you to open up, especially if you've been withholding some things or thinking or stressing about, you know, whatever it is that you have on your mind. And if you've been suppressing it, then there might be a Tower moment where you just abruptly, you know, say what it is, or some sort of change coming through that opens up that passageway to be able to express yourself. But be careful how you express yourself, because if you've been in a space of dwelling, you know, all that you've dwelled on will come out, and it may not come out in the kindest or the nicest ways. So let's see this person's, the Wheel. King of Wands. The High Priestess. And that was the King of Pentacles. So, yeah. Night, day, night and day. I might title this reading that, night and day. So this person is, they're totally focused on the King of Pentacles energy, which is driven, focused, motivated, looking towards their building themselves up, whether that be with career or their assets or their own goals. I feel like this person has some sort of stroke of luck coming in and feeling more confident in that and feeling more in tune and therefore getting more comfortable in their skin. And, you know, yeah, that's kind of what I feel. So I feel like I want to break this down into masculine, feminine. All right. So, because I know I've been jumping back and forth. For my masculine Pisces, I feel like you are the one who may have been struggling mentally and emotionally in the past. And you've learned some lessons through that, right? But you still are carrying it with you in your energy to some degree in the now. There's been some soul searching done, you know, trying to refocus yourself as well. But there's this harshness that's coming through the emotional space. And it's coming from a space of like not being able to be happy for someone you're observing that seems happy. And there's a sense of holding back, but I feel like that's going to change, or something abrupt comes in that opens you up to express yourself or gives you an opening to do so. If you are a Pisces feminine, I feel like you are dealing with a masculine, just like I described, who has battled with their own emotional or mental issues, who can be quite harsh when irritated. And it's like when they're not doing well, they don't really like to see you doing well either, even though they feel a connection with you and they need to open up about it. And they may abruptly open up. Meanwhile, you're over here trying to find the best of life, connecting with friends, finding your balance, being more intuitive, going towards your goals. Okay? So I hope that sums it up. I'm sorry. This reading threw me way through a loop because there are many twists and turns in it, and I don't usually like to go into masculine versus feminine, but I have to say it because it's obvious here. So, yes, let's see what the guidance is then. Strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. And then you had 3 cards. You had a mother's love, which we did just have Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to any of my fellow mommies out there. But you also had support and ground yourself. Sometimes people come into your life for many reasons. Some you learn from and they move on. Others will remain for the entirety of your life. And ground yourself. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are signs that you're not grounded. It's time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you. So this is encouraging you to accept the support and help that is around you, Pisces, and to help ground yourself. And somehow there's a mother component here. So you're a mother, you could be a mother. The feminine influence is very strong in the reading. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Zodiac signs that you could be connecting with or having your own chart. I have Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind, it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all of my links, all of it linked in the description box, as well as the chat, as well as the About section, where you can also find the donation link. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Pisces. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.